In this tutorial, I will show you what is the right order of learning in shoemaking to get best results. Just before we dive into the types of shoes you should focus on, I want you to have the right approach. So make sure to stick until the end, where I will give you my free guide to start designing your shoes. Many of you will want to create flat ballet shoes with fabric, or with semi-leather, or with combination of many other different materials. The trick is here to use what you already made and adjust it according to the quality of materials or to the designs that you want to make. For example, to create these flat ballet shoes, I used this fabric and this patterned leather, but you will be able to use here any other type of fabric or semi-leather, or even you can create entire shoe from fabric, from denim. Also, when you will know how to adjust existing pattern, you will know how to create whatever you want. For example, I made here this line like this. You can create here straight line. You can add here straps. You can make here any other design of the counter. Make it straight, shorter, longer, whatever you want. How it works? You take the pattern that you already made, the basic pattern. Then you see this is part from this pattern we made the simple flat ballet shoes. Then we adjust it to the fabric. We need to add extra seam allowance and to the design that we want to create. For example, here I have this line. You see the rounded one, and on the back part line like this. But again, here you will create your design and you will know how to do it. This is actually the main purpose of this approach. This is your foundation to create whatever you want. And using this approach, you will be able to create any design of boots, Oxford shoes, moccasins, sandals, whatever you want. This is how I work when I create collections for my clients, for factories. I design many different footwear designs and I don't create pattern for each of them separately. I took one solid, good pattern and adjust it to the materials that I will use in this footwear or to the designs that I want to incorporate inside of this solid pattern. This is how I work. This is how you should know to create endless designs. To build your foundation and to get freedom in making any footwear type, next step is to learn these two footwear types, Oxford shoes and derby shoes. Why is that? Now I will reveal you the secret. The fact is that shoes with laces are constructed on these two types. It constructed on Oxford shoes or on derby shoes. That means that if you will want to create high boots, boots with low tops, or sneakers with high top or low top, this is what you need to know, how to construct Oxford shoes or how to construct derby shoes. Let's take pattern of Oxford shoes. This is the basic pattern and this all other type parts of the upper. When you will know how to construct the quarters and the vamp and the tongue of the Oxford shoes, you will be able to incorporate this construction in the making of boots, for example. Let's say you will want to create boots based on Oxford construction. So you will already know how to find the laces here, how to design them, how to construct them, etc. Here we'll have laces. It could be with the design like on the Oxford shoes. It could be also with a simple toe cap with the extra details here and here, whatever you want. Same thing with the derby shoes. When you will know the construction of these derby shoes, where we have here opened quarters, you will be able to design and create, for example, sneakers. Let's make a sneakers, let's design sneakers with high top. Here the sole isn't important. What is important is the construction. You see, here we have quarters based on the quarters of derby shoes. So when you will know how to construct these Oxford shoes, here for example another detail or many other details you will want to incorporate inside of these sneakers, you will know how to do it, because even the construction of this part of our sneakers based on the construction of these classic derby shoes. Do you understand what does it mean for you? It means that when you will know the construction of these two classic footwear types, you will know how to design, how to create any footwear type with laces. That's it. Now I want to focus on these derby shoes. Why is it important? This derby shoes is bespoke shoes. Bespoke means that it created according to the measurement of the foot. I need to keep the shape, the same shape, rounded, curved shape that I have on the last. So I will sand all the surface to make it around here. And after you will sand top up on one half of your derby, sand also the second half to have identical shape on the top. You sand according to the measurements that you have, okay? Because I don't need to sand the instep here. This allowance, you need to pull a little bit and to check if you have here any gap. You see, now here I'm cut till this line. I have here muscle, but not so big, so I need to sand it. And if you see that something extended your insole a little bit bigger than the feather line, you can cut it again. You can understand according to your profile of your feet. Here I explain how to customize shoe lace and change its shape with the wag tan leather. Next thing is what is important here is that we have here the bespoke insole. This insole is molded on the custom made shoe lace with extra support, and it gives to this footwear extra comfort. It gives a support to the arc zone. Also, we used here natural materials, so entire shoes is built from natural materials without any chemical materials. What I mean that inside of this footwear, between upper and lining, we placed leather counters, the toe puff and the counter. Also, the shoe sole made from leather, and it's stitched by hand to the upper and insole. You can check the full details of my upgraded beginners shoemaking program. The link is in the description. To download my free guide to begin designing your shoes, comment shoemaking. So, thank you and see you next time. Bye.